Back for my next video. So I've been thinking about the idea of busyness and how busy we often are without getting anything done. I think this is something that's been brought about by our culture, modern day society. You know, we've sort of been conditioned to believe that being busy is somehow equating to being worthy, or the busier we are and the more things we have on our schedule, the more we matter, or the more we belong. And this is definitely something I've struggled with in the past, and I think I'm starting to see a connection between being busy, and then that leads to feeling overwhelmed, and then that leads to, for me, kind of a shutdown, the inevitable meltdown. And sometimes there has to be a breakdown before there's a breakthrough. And so this idea of being busy and sort of busyness as some kind of moniker of our how much we matter, how much we belong. It's something I definitely want to work on and reflect on, because it's really all tied into what is meaningful for me in this phase of my life right now. And I'm in the throes of a lot of transitions. I have a younger daughter going to college in the fall, and an older daughter who's figuring out what she wants to do next. And I am engaged to be married in the spring of 2026. And there's a lot of great, exciting things going on. And I have noticed I've fallen into the trap in the past of thinking that there were all these things I had to do in a certain way, that I had to do them. And in my mind saying like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do this, and keeping a list. And, there's nothing wrong with getting things done, having a to-do list, those kinds of things. But for me, I've noticed that a lot of the busyness that I thought was important was really me doing things because I had to, because I felt like I had to keep up with other things, or other, maybe my peers, or the benchmarks that I feel like other people have set around me, and taking those on as my own. And when I slow down, when I do things like take weekends like I did this past weekend, and travel to a place that the pace is so much slower, and what I get to do is go outside and listen to birds and bugs and watch the deer and sip my coffee. And I realize that it's okay to just be present and not always be working on a to-do list. When I have those moments, I give myself permission to take those moments. It always makes other things seem so much more clear. It allows me to drop certain things off of my to-do list. And I'm gonna keep practicing that more and more and more. And I think what I'll find is a lot of my old patterns of being busy had a lot more to do with me not really being connected to myself, and kind of forgetting the core of who I am. So slowing down a little bit, asking myself, getting curious, what is it that I really have to get done, and where's the pressure really coming from? Those kinds of questions give me space to sort of understand that there's so many things that I think I need to do that I don't need to do. It's not that they're worthless. It's that I'm pinning more of a story to them than I need to. And when I slow down and lessen my list, it actually allows me to feel more connected and that I'm having more of a meaningful impact to the things that really make a difference. So I invite you to slow down. That's kind of been the theme lately. Slow down, ask yourself, in your busyness, what are the things that you can let go of and be more present for the things that really do matter.